What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hope you all are having a great day today. Today, we're going to take a look at the Blax Top Skate from Tempish. A few of you guys from the United States might be asking me, what is Tempish and what are Tempish skates? And I would have been right there with you a few months ago because Tempish is actually a company from the Czech Republic. The only reason I know about them is because some of my viewers have reached out to me and asked me, what do you think about the Tempish skates? So to be fully transparent, these have been provided for review, like I said. They don't pay me in any other way, and all of my thoughts and opinions are of my own from here on out. So let's get to this. Here's the Blax Top Skate. It is considered a fitness skate. As you can see, it's a soft boot design, 3x110. So let's just break it down from top to bottom. So starting out the top here, our cuff or exoskeleton, I'm not sure what you want to call it. This whole part right here, the cuff part, is super rigid, so I'm really hopeful on this part that it's going to be rigid enough, especially for these 3x110 wheels, to not feel so floppy on me. It's a nice full metal buckle. Really like that buckle. Wish they had maybe something that kind of held it down, but as long as that mechanism doesn't wear out, I think we'll be totally fine there. If you come around the other side here, even though there is no cuff, they did continue this piece of plastic so that it does hide the tail of the strap back into here. Really great feature to have. As we move our way down the boot, our next thing we got is a 45-degree strap right here. This is just a Velcro strap, which I'm kind of on the fence about. I do like a ratchet system, but some people really do like the Velcro system because they think they can really pull on it harder and get a nice tight fit. So the next thing is I would talk about usually are the laces, but as you can tell, these aren't your normal laces. And so what they decided to do is create something called the FitGo system. And what that is, I don't know if you've seen things like, I don't know who coined this, but in snowboard boots, the BOA system. And basically all that is a little knob at the top of the tongue here that when you spin it, it tightens, it pulls all of these laces together up into this system and tightens the liner or boot up. In order to release that again, all you got to do is pull this tab up like that, and then it can pull out. I really enjoy this system because it is so fast to get in and out of a boot and get a nice tight cinch. The only downside to this system that I can see is if it does break, you can't just replace it. They do have little loops down here that the cord is actually going through. So I guess if this ever did break, you could just put a normal lacing system through this, which is nice. The other thing that I'm a little worried about here is the fact that this cord, usually this cord in snowboard boots, the BOA system that I've seen, is actually metal. And so when you really are pulling on that or cinching it down, over time, it's not really wearing out because it's just this thin metal cord. Whereas this is actually some kind of a string, woven string, but it's not metal. So I'm a little bit weary of how long this will last before you over tighten it once or too many times and it just pops and the whole thing's done. But that being said, if something like that happens, it's nice that you could just put a normal lace system down this part of the boot. So from the boot down to the frame. This frame is intense. I don't think I've ever seen a frame this big on a pair of inline skates. This is a big frame, very long. It houses 3 110mm wheels in it. Probably a great frame for those trails and flat, just long distance, just going. Probably not a great frame if you're in an urban environment where you're really trying to bob and weave out of people, cars, all sorts of stuff. Probably a bit long. The frame itself is, extruded aluminum, heavy duty, high quality, looks great. I think it'll be totally fine for the right use. Inside this frame, we got, like I said, 3x110mm wheels. The wheels I believe are, 85A durometer. The bearings inside these wheels, you get an ABEC 9 bearing. They got some nice bearings in there. Love me a nice set of ABEC 9s. Let's jump into the, I guess, liner. And let's just check the inside of the skate out. So here's what it looks like. I just pulled this out. These are tight right now, but all you gotta do once this thing's popped out, you just are pulling through, and as you can see, it just loosens up. Inside here, we got plenty of padding up here. I believe these are more aimed at the long ride comfort, fitness skater. Just really enjoying the comfort and glide of the whole ride. The Achilles support feels great. Here is the insole. Very nice looking insole right off the bat. Got quite a bit of arch support in here. Very, very sturdy arch support. I really enjoy that. The foam is a little bit squishy in my opinion. I really enjoy foam insoles that are a little bit more dense, so that after a while you're not just feeling like you're sitting on the plastic at the bottom of the boot. I would say this is a pretty solid insole, just coming straight out of a skate. Yeah, I'm really excited to get on these skates and give them a try. I haven't been on a soft shell boot inline skate for a long time, so I'd like to see kind of how technology has evolved and what their offering has to offer. So let's get the skate back together and let's get out there and start rolling. Alright, so what do I think of these Tempish Blax top skates? Well, I have to be honest with you guys. The review model that was sent was actually a little too big for me, so take the rest of this review understanding that. But let's start with the pros. So first up, these skates are lightweight and they have a very comfortable boot. I think these two things are a great thing to have in a recreational, fitness-oriented skate, because this is what a lot of people are looking for when they're not super serious about squeezing every inch of performance out of their skates. So second up, they have a really fast and easy lacing system called the FitGo lacing system, where it's basically just a built-in lace system, and you spin the thing up at the top of the tongue, and when you want to take your foot out, you just pop it open and you just pull out your tongue and it just loosens up for you. It's a really sweet system that they got in the skates. The third pro, I would say, is the super high quality frame that they have, the 3x110 frame. This is a longer 3x110 frame, but I really enjoy it because it's kind of more akin to a speed skate frame, which is, I think, nice to see on a big wheel fitness oriented skate, because you're not really doing much but like long trails or just long road skates on these, just getting a good workout in, and these long frames are really great for that. The Next Pro, they come with some nice ABEC 9 bearings. They were super fast, super smooth, just felt great under my feet. And to kind of piggyback onto that Pro, the Next Pro is the wheels. I just felt they were super fast and super grippy. I had nothing bad to say about them. I really enjoyed them. So it's not a bad list for the pros. Let's check out the cons. So the first con with these, there's no removable liner. So that means you're not cleaning these and you can't replace them if, say, they wear out. You got to replace the whole shell and boot. That's just the way soft shell skates are. The second con I have to say is there's no brake in this box. I don't like brakes. I think they're a nuisance anyways, but it's just a nice thing to have for beginners if they really want to use that brake. It's nice to have as an option coming with any skate you purchase. That being said, you can purchase a brake for these skates online and aftermarket, but it would just be nice if it was just coming with the skates in the box. So the next con, I felt like the FitGo system, while I liked how easy and fast it was to get in and out, I didn't feel like it got tight enough for me. I tightened it up as much as I could, and I probably could tighten it a little more, but I was super scared to really cinch down on that system, whereas like laces, I could just pull as hard as I want all day long and just really close up that 4 foot of the shell. The FitGo system didn't really pull that shell, even the soft shell, together that much for my foot, as well as the fact that I didn't want to tighten it more because I was scared I would pop something with that system, because the lines seem very, very thin. You know, it's probably just because these skates are too big for me. If I had the right fitting skate, they might have got tight enough, and I might not have had to go as tight as I was going and not have that problem. But that being said, it's just something I noticed. So the biggest con for me with these skates, don't know if it was because they were too big for me or just the fact that they are soft shell boots, and I'm just not a fan of soft shell boots to begin with, is the fact that they are very unsupportive. The 4 foot, there was nothing for me like to edge on, the feeling, there's nothing there. And then the cuff or shell area just really felt super floppy, like especially standing on a 3x110 setup, my ankles kept going out, and like it was just, I had to think about keeping my wheels straight up and down and not like having my feet like bow out and the skates kind of go over, you know. I don't have that feeling on any other skates I really skate, and it over, you know, a period of 20-30 minutes, my arches of my feet and my ankles really started hurting because I was basically trying to keep my feet straight up and down on the wheels, and because they were so wobbly. You know, all of this could be the fact that skates being too big, being a soft shell, so I don't have any pressure like thing to tighten down on, and all of that mixed together on a 3x110 setup, so I'm like on high heels in something that's not super tight around my foot. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but I still think I'm a bigger fan of a hard shell boot than a soft shell. So, that being said, who are these skates for? I would say these skates are for an intermediate to better fitness skater that is looking for a 3x110 setup and a comfortable soft shell boot. Who these skates aren't for, I would say the beginner, since there's no brake in the box, as well as there's not a lot of support in them, as well as skaters that are looking for higher or more performance out of their skates. I would say looking for a hard shell 3x110 setup, you're really going to be able to get more power transfer out of a skate like that than a soft shell boot. If you guys are looking for a 3x110 soft shell fitness skate, and you have a medium to wide foot, I think these skates could be a great option for you. I would recommend getting your shoe size or even downsizing in these skates since they are soft shell. That way you can squeeze out every ounce of performance out of them. So in the end, these skates just weren't for me. Unfortunately, the lack of support in them just made my ankles and arches of my feet hurt in a very short amount of time. Again, this could be because the skates were just too big for me. All that being said, I'm giving these skates a rating at 2.75 wheels out of 4. If you guys have any questions about these skates, please feel free to ask in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of these uploads. And until next time, guys, just keep rolling.